Hello, I'm Paterno Esmaquel. We're coming to you from Davao City, where Rappler is launching its campaign, #SharePH. Welcome to Rappler, your social news network.
Today on Rappler, despite transfer, the United States retains custody of the U.S. Marine in the Laude murder case. Vice President Jejomar Binay seeks President Benigno Aquino's endorsement in the 2016 presidential elections. And Hong Kong's chief executive makes a peace gesture to pro-democracy protesters.
The suspect in the murder of transgender woman Jennifer Laude has transferred to Camp Aguinaldo, but he remains under the custody of the United States. According to the Visiting Forces Agreement, or VFA, between the Philippines and the United States, the U.S. has a right to retain custody from, quote, commission of the alleged offense until completion of all judicial proceedings. But the VFA also allows the Philippine government to ask for custody. The Department of Foreign Affairs did this in the case of U.S. Marine Joseph Scott Pemberton.
I think the U.S. government is also sensitive to our feelings that this unfortunate incident happened, and they also want to show that they believe in our justice system.
Watch Carmela Fonbuena's full report on Rappler. Senator Miriam Santiago renews her call to scrap the Visiting Forces Agreement, or VFA. During a Senate hearing on the Laude murder case, Santiago hits the provision that grants the Philippines jurisdiction over U.S. servicemen accused of crimes, but gives them U.S. custody over them. Calling it a failure, Santiago adds the provision has, quote, given our country much grief. Vice President Jejomar Binay hopes President Benigno Aquino will endorse him in his 2016 presidential bid. In a TV interview Wednesday, Binay says every vote counts and a presidential endorsement would go a long way for him. Binay talks about the close relationship he's had with the Aquino family since 1986. He also downplays news reports saying he begged Aquino to stop the Senate probe into corruption allegations against him. Senator Alan Peter Cayetano shows photos from inside Hacienda Binay during a Senate hearing Wednesday. Cayetano shows photos of Vice President Jejomar Binay and his wife touring people around the 350-hectare Batangas property that they deny owning. The property is alleged to be owned by the Binays through dummies. Businessman Antonio Tu claims the 150-hectare property. The Supreme Court denies Anti-GRAFT Court Justice Gregory Ong's motion for reconsideration for lack of merit. Ong's ties with alleged pork barrel scam mastermind Janet Napoles made the court declare the Sandigan Bayan Justice guilty of gross misconduct, dishonesty, and impropriety. The court adds Ong violated the new Code of Judicial Conduct when he acquitted Napoles in a malversation case in 1998. Davao is a commercial center of southern Philippines. It boasts of litter-free streets and a strict no-smoking policy. Entrepreneurs such as Philip Dizon say business has never been better in Davao.
Davao is the Philippines' best-kept secret. The perception of the most of Filipinos that Mindanao is a troubled land. Davao is the safest city in the Philippines. We have the cultural diversity, and because Davao being a melting pot of all Filipinos, we also have that.
Dizon shares with us more reasons why the Davao business community is bullish about the prospects of the city. Watch the full interview on Rappler. Hong Kong Chief Executive Leung Chun-ying makes a peace gesture to pro-democracy protesters Wednesday, Tuesday. Leung says while Beijing would not back down on vetting his successor, the community tasked with selecting those candidates could become, quote, more democratic. The offer is still a long way from meeting protesters' demands, but his comments could pave the way for more talks between pro-democracy groups and the Hong Kong government. The Syrian town of Kobane awaits reinforcements after weathering another onslaught by terrorists from ISIS or the Islamic State of Iraq in Syria. Monitoring group Syrian Observatory for Human Rights says ISIS jihadists in Kobane exchanged fire with Kurdish defenders, with suicide bombers and US-led airstrikes joining the fray. A total of 30 jihadists and 11 Kurdish fighters were killed in 24 hours. Kobane has become a crucial battleground in the war against ISIS. Let's now look at Rappler's Wrap for today, a list of the 10 most important events around the world you shouldn't miss. At number 6, a paralyzed Bulgarian man was able to walk again after receiving revolutionary treatment in Poland. Doctors took cells from his nose and transplanted them into his spinal column. Doctors hail the experiment but will need to do more tests before any conclusive results can be made. And at number 9, ever imagined what you would do if you could plan your own city's transit line? Web-based sketching tool transitmix.net can do this for you. TransitMix helps draw routes more efficiently and allows users to share maps and crowdsource better routes. TransitMix is available to users in the Philippines. For the full top 10, visit Rappler.com's The Wrap. Every story on Rappler has a mood meter which gives you 8 emotions to choose from. Click how you feel and your vote comes down to the Mood Navigator. And here we see the Mood Navigator in the middle of the front page. We have a few red stories, and the story that got the most number of votes today: photos of Binay and wife touring guests in Hacienda Binay. 90% angry. This story brought out the mood of the day. Today, most people are angry. That is Rappler's Newscast for today, Wednesday, October 22, 2014. I'm Paterno S. Makel. As we say at Rappler, tomorrow begins today.